Officials for today's game, Kyle Coulter is the crew chief. He's joined by Seb Bedoin and Fast Eddie Fines. So as we get set to go, of course, this game 3, week 1 here, the Arenalacrosseleague. First look at the Outlaws and the Bears this time around. Of course, some familiar faces and some new faces, both on the benches and, of course, on the carpet. And, of course, my apologies to Caitlin Armstrong, who is the trainer and keeps these guys together. Scrum in the opening face-off. And that'll be a violation. So first offensive possession of the game will go to the Outlaws. So, of course, John St. John, one of the veterans out there, he will lead the attack on that left side. Look for Graham Bergsma as well, wearing number 21, another veteran. And a give and go quickly. A nice try right off the bat as Gareth Height gets a shot, collects his own rebound. St. John shot, big save there early on by Chase Martin. And ball loose. Still loose on the ensuing boards. 3 Bears around, and they come away with it, so they'll get their first possession here of this game. So a couple of good chances. Chase Martin tested early on, up to the task, and we'll see what happens at the other end here as Jackson Brown between the pipes. Lane Smith collects his own rebound. Quick shot from behind with a no-look. No call on a bit of an early hit. Good battle there as another outstanding officiating crew here set to go in week 1. Outlaws now regain possession. They'll move it up. Tough pass as tough to handle for Cam Mancini. Can't do it. And the Bears now will counter the other way. Anthony D'Amico gives to Lane Smith. Great save. Rebound. And another great save as standing tall Chase Martin. And I tell you, offensively, both these two teams will test the opposing netminders. Smith will swing it across. Interesting here, keep an eye on Chris Atwood now wearing an Outlaws uniform. This is former team. That one, a quick outlet pass on the money. Nick Webb able to corral it, and they'll set up the offense. Adam Haralick. He'll swing it around. St. John, they'll work it to the left side. Kick it back, not able to handle that pass was Haralick, and he's able to regain. 8 on the shot clock. St. John fake once, rolls off another. Quick shot, no reset, and the Bears now will take over. Peyton McIntosh will flip. He'll retire to the bench. Lucas Beaver, glad to have him back in the lineup. Had a season-ending injury last year, and the Beav can let it go. First shot on target. Good save. Ball loose. Excellent work to collect it by Wylan Abrams. And they'll get a fresh clock now to work with. DeWitt Martin looking for an opening. Had a screen. Dumped it in, and that overhand knocked down. And almost a slashing call, touching in the crease, but I think the goalie must have had a little bit outside, but an 8-second count. Funny how karma works, even things off. We're under 12 minutes to go here, opening quarter. The Bears, the Outlaws, Lane Smith, he'll set things up and swing it over to the right. Good defense by the Outlaws. They close down that middle, force a shot from well outside the dotted half circle. Easy one for Brown. And now the Outlaws will move it up over the timeline. Josh Tagore, the speedster, will give way, and here's Chris Atwood in his familiar spot, right side shooter, looking for an opening, dumps it over. St. John gives and go. Big save there. So another golden opportunity, but again, Chase Martin standing tall, ball loose. Good job by D'Amico to gain possession for the Bears, and they'll set things up. Jim Chadwick, he'll stay out there. Martin behind the net, looking inside, and that one, I'm not quite sure that Jackson Brown saw it, but it hit him and stayed out of the net. Back to work on offense, the Outlaws. Swing it around to the left side. Good fake and a bounce shot, but nothing doing there. So good attempt, Jake Gilmore. With the changes in the Oshawa lineup, they're going to look to Gilmore a little more offensively to step things up. That shot, sniffing that outside corner, was Abrams. And collected now by the Outlaws. Going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline. Gets knocked down, and a good job to do just that. Mancini. He'll stay out there, filter down on that right side. They'll swing it to the left. We're under 10 minutes to go here, opening quarter. That flips in traffic. Good job, Graham Bergsma, to pick it up. He'll kick it out. St. John shot right on, stop. And a good job to corral that loose ball. Fresh 30 for the Outlaws. Bergsma waiting for a screen. He'll swing it over. St. John, the master facilitator. He'll play the carom, use it to Atwood. Atwood looking for an opening. That's his shot, his spot. Rings it off the post. And again, another offensive clock for the Outlaws. No look pass behind, but it's intercepted. So a good heads-up play by Chase Martin. The outlet pass certainly not the best. And a good job there to run that down by Chris Veltman. That shot wide of the mark. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Bears now are going to come away with it in transition. 2-on-2, that's a hit from behind. No call there as it's collected by Jackson Brown, and the Outlaws will move it up the other way. 8:40 to go here, opening quarter. No score. Each team looking for their first goal of this 2023-24 season. St. John will swing it around to the left. Stepping into one, not able to get it on target though. That was Agus Routing. Welcome to the Arenalacrosseleague. First time around and setting things up now, Chadwick. Chadwick on the dump off. Looking 5-hole, but that's closed up. So give Jackson Brown some credit. Both netminders have been strong here in this opening quarter. Quick pass, left side. They'll work it half boards, Outlaws. They'll filter all their offense out and work it now to the right. Alex Simons, that shot wide of the mark. Rebound again, knocked down. Good job getting a stick in the pass lane and a chance here in transition. Peyton McIntosh in alone. And he rings it off the post. Bears collect a rebound. Good job there by Kane Kettle. Dumps it down in, and that one trickles in. So Lane Smith will open the scoring for the Bears. They'll lead this 1-0. It's a good job by Lane Smith being in the right place at the right time. Bears did a good job in transition attacking, and Jackson Brown did all he could, stopping the breakaway and making another save, but that's all you can ask of your goalie to make the first two. D's supposed to collect the next rebound. Of course, these two teams with a good playoff run last year, a strong regular season finish for both. Have to understand that the challenge of the Arenalacrosseleague, of course, is that every week is a different week. Whether it be your roster change, your coaches change, you deal with injuries. And, of course, personal situations are part of the challenge. But that's what makes the league so great. St. John go with the overhand. That one stopped. And good to see St. John taking some shots early on. He's changed the angle 3 different times. And that's what good veteran players do. Bears working to the right. No look. Stepping into one. Good save. Looking behind. But that was a good shot by Waylon Abrams. And with 6:44 to go, we will take our first officials timeout. Now as We resume play after our officials' timeout. Outlaws legging that one up the court is Haig. Sends it over. Bergsma. Flip down. Looking for Atwood and couldn't connect. Bears now will counter the other way with numbers. 2-on-1 and had a 3-on-2, but they'll stop, drop, and set up shop here with Lane Smith. Smith, plenty of time on the shot clock. He'll dump it down low. And a good skip pass inside. And tiptoeing through that crease was Dylan Gillespie. Wasn't able to stay out of there, and the speedy Tagore. Quickly in transition, he'll get it up in the offensive end in a hurry. Peel back around. He's another member of the Outlaws, going to be called upon this year to do a little bit more. And a quick turnover will give it back to the Bears. Kane Kettle. He'll wait. It's Smith. He'll slide over to that left side, working on the half boards. Looking for a screen. He'll wait. Out comes Lucas Beaver. 10 on the shot clock. They'll again head it back to the top. Chadwick in some trouble. Good defense by the Outlaws, as that was an outstanding defensive stance, as they will force a turnover now and go to work on offense. Oriel Manderville back for another trip here in the Arenalacrosseleague. Good to have him back, and they'll work it right away with Simons. St. John, backhand pass, sends it to the left. Quick over, and that shot stopped, steered aside, as Simons able to get one off. Bears, though, again, counter, and they will be a little just as deliberate as they have been here, setting up the offense. Beaver zips it across, right side. One-on-one, Veltman laying off just a bit. And again, good defense. This time Ryan Nolan, of course, the veteran. Shot clock at 1, and it's a stop. So both times, and we're going to have our first penalty of this game, going to be an illegal cross-checking penalty. And looks like it's going to go to the Outlaws. And it will be Cam Mancini, the guilty party. So first power play opportunity of the season for the Ohsweken Bears. And that lineup out there, a familiar one, as you will see with Lane Smith, the quarterback. He's a veteran on this squad. Lucas Beaver will interchange, work that left shooter spot, and they'll work it to the right. Quick stick, and that one finds the mark. So well executed by the Bears. They certainly don't waste a whole lot of time capitalizing on the power play. And they now lead 2-0. So Dalen Burning picks up his first Arenalacrosseleague goal, and the Bears 1 for 1 with a man advantage. If you had a chance to tune in earlier, of course, week 1, it was the Paris River Wolves with a 14-12 win over the Peterborough Timbermen. Curtis Woodland was outstanding with 4 goals, 2 assists. Fred Hartley in a losing cause, 3-1. Last night's game was another barn burner rematch of last year's final between the Brampton Express and Toronto Monarchs. Monarchs winners 13-10 in that one. That game certainly went up and down, and this one here looks like it's going to be an even affair. Steered aside, good save, fresh clock for the Outlaws. Don't have any goals to show for it, but as of yet, but I tell you, the reason for that is clearly Chase Martin, and a good outlet pass. A chance on a 2-on-1. That one's good save made there by Jackson Brown. This game could easily be tied at 6 in this first quarter, as we are headed toward the 2-minute warning in this opening quarter. Beaver, he'll work the half boards on the left side. One-on-one, isolation. Beaver goes to just missed the top corner rebound. Big save there. So Jackson Brown keeping his team in it, And Nolan now will make his way into the offensive end. So if you're the Outlaws coaching staff and Joe Hiltz and Ryan McMichael, not a whole lot you want to change. Team's getting a lot of chances. Just haven't been able to find the back of the net. Atwood battling for it. Again, Beaver comes out of that scrum. Lucas Beaver will put on the brakes, and he'll wait for the rest of the offense. He'll get a breather and swing it around. Martin, another good save made there by Brown. And now the Outlaws will move it up into the offensive end. Haralek will kick it back out. They'll swing it around. Working this set without St. John out there. And a give and go inside, and that one finds the mark. So they bulge the twine for the first time to the Outlaws and cut that deficit in half, now 2-1. So Simons will pick up his first goal of the season, and for momentum's sake, a big one as they finally beat Chase Martin. And with 1:53 to go here, opening quarter, it's a 2-1 game. Off the draw, scooped up nice by Ryan Haig. Dumps it over. Another good opportunity, but another good save, as you can see that Martin was looking for a crease call. Outlaws doing a great job collecting their offensive rebounds. And Atwood now will swing it out there. St. John back out there. And he'll facilitate, work it over. Atwood shot right on, stop. Beaver spins out of one. No call there. And he'll dump it off. Bears will work it up over the timeline. So going to be very disciplined here. That's one of the trademarks of a Ron Mouser Henry squad. Into the final minute here. 7 on the shot clock. That one drops into the pad. Another good save by Jackson Brown. And his outlet pass to Nolan. Nolan will tiptoe over the timeline. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Simons, his shot well wide of the mark. Again, another rebound. No reset, though, as they'll zip it back over to the right. On the run, tried to go 5-hole, stopped, though, and Bears now going to try to counter. Final 30 seconds here of the first. Lane Smith will slow things down and dump it down low. Tough pass to handle, almost scooped up and gone. That pass again, no look to no one. Good job to corral that shot. Gets on target, crease the call, and with 9.5, Outlaws going to get a chance here to move it up. See what they do. Goaltender leaves, but in trouble back there is Ryan Strocher. He'll just air it out, and safely so, looking for the empty net almost, but knocked down. So 15 in the books. Just 3 goals, a 2-1 lead for the Ohsweken Bears. We'll be back with the second quarter. All set to go here for second quarter action, as an exciting opening 15 minutes for both these two teams, opening up their Arenalacrosseleague 2023-24 season. First of 2 here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn, JVI Productions. One more time off the draw. Course going the other way now, and possession to the Bears. Beaver will swing it over. They'll work it quickly up, and top corner, that was in. So wasting no time, as that looked like it went right off that post and in. So it looks like Heron Snow on the score sheet for the first time, and a 3-1 lead here for the Bears. So Ohsweken doing a good job utilizing the transition attack and going right to work. And that's the coaching of Ron Henry, as sometimes they'll be very deliberate. They'll stop and set it up. Other times go right to it, and the Outlaws trying to counter with Haig, and he'll just pull it back out. They'll wait for their offense now. So with some changes in the lineup, I was like, St. John on the board. So John St. John takes the give-and-go pass and parks it in the far corner for his first of the season. And if you're the Outlaws, that's the way you answer. Swiftly and efficiently, and we've got ourselves a 3-2 game. So good fundamental lacrosse by the Outlaws. And again, like I alluded to earlier, doing some good things, but the goaltending on both sides has been outstanding here in this first quarter and a bit. Off the face-off, and they're going to call a violation, and it's going to belong to the Outlaws, as they now will go back to work on offense. Quick pass, quick shot. That one goes off the defender, and an outlet pass now will send the Bears away. A chance to run this one down. And they pick in the top corner, and that's a beauty finish right there for the Bears, as Kyron Costello with his first of the season, and it's 4-2. So the benefits of having a Chase Martin between the pipes, outstanding thrower and passer. He can get that one on the mark, and Costello buried it neatly and nicely in that far corner. So Ryan Haig battling hard with Peyton McIntosh, as that's been an ongoing battle in that circle. Possession to the Bears. And Snow looking across the side. Bounce shot stopped. Scooped up by Veltman. He loses it. Kicks his own stick, and I think it's going to be a slashing call or a legal cross-check call. So the Bears are going to get saddled with the penalty. I think the Outlaws going to get their first power play opportunity of the game, and that is the case, as Waylon Abrams, the guilty party. So first power play opportunity of the season for the Outlaws. Simon's out there on that right side working with Haralek. Atwood at the top. St. John, of course, in his usual left shooter spot. And they'll give everyone a touch here. And these teams have had a chance to practice together, but not a whole lot. So that pass in the middle for Atwood again. Bounce shot, quick one, and you saw Martin look behind him. So Haralek not able to sneak that one through, and the Bears now will work it over the timeline. Costello, a veteran of the Arenalacrosseleague, does a outstanding job getting it over, and they're going to work some clock here. Get a shot off, another good save. St. John will flip that up, and looking to run under it is Hay. Not able to corral it cleanly, as he'll take a slash and almost outraced Martin. Shot wide. St. John doing a good job to pick that one up and give his team 10 seconds here to work with on offense. Had a notion, get it back out. Atwood. Kick over, swing pass, underhand. Good save by Martin on a good shot from Simons. And now it's Beaver with 40 seconds left and a man short. He'll give way and work it Burning will send it. Lane Smith, his shot wide of the mark. No reset, 7 on the shot clock, looking back around. Smith gets that one right on and able to corral his rebound. Smith again with a chance and a beauty, nifty little bounce shot. Lane Smith, the veteran, with a short-handed marker, adds another tally for the Bears. So Lane Smith with his second of the game. Short-handed marker with 15 seconds to go in the penalty. And I tell you, you give Lane Smith that kind of time in that location, but it was about the hustle to track down that loose ball off his own shot. That was the difference. And it paid off as instead of a fake go far corner, it was a nifty little drop to hands and bounced that one in the top corner. 5-2 now as we're at the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. Snow trying to work his way through. Thinks better of it and pull it back out. They'll swing it around. That shot goes off a defender. Rebound, gobbled up by Burning. Swing it over. No reset. 1 on the shot clock. Quick one. What a save there. As Jackson Brown had to do the splits, and he did. But a fresh clock here for the Bears as they'll reset the offense. Beaver, kick it out. Quick shot. Good save off the shoulder pad. And Veltman now will move it up for the Outlaws. Aiden Saint. His pass finds the mark. That shot almost took a funny hop. And instead the outlet. And here come the Bears. Quickly out of the back door. Lane Smith, quick shot. Save. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Good job by Nolan to pick that up. And the Outlaws now will try and counter the other way, trailing by 3. Strosser looking down, and they'll set it up on the right side. Kick it back. Tough pass for St. John to handle. And now a chance here for the Bears. Not able to connect. Trying to run under it is Chadwick, but he can't get to it. Good job by Brown. And Manderville will set it up, send it over to St. John. Give and go, gone and went. Bears collect it. Flip up. They've got numbers in transition. Here they come. That shot, a good save, but no, slipped through the arms. So a good job as the Bears in transition, making it look easy. We'll get the right names and numbers for you, but not quite sure who gets credit for that goal. But either way, it's a 6-2 lead now for the Bears with just over 10 minutes to go here in this opening half. Off the draw, Tagore will get it, and the Outlaws will move it up. And the score really not indicative of the play of this game. The Outlaws have had numerous chances, just haven't been able to capitalize fully on all of them. Atwood gets a screen, dumps it down low, can't connect, and it's picked up by Martin. Martin will look to zip it up, heads up the back door. That shot gets knocked down by a defender. And Abrams able to corral it, and a fresh clock here for Ohsweken. Snow looking for some room. He'll let that bullet go just over the net. Saint will pick it up and flip it, and they'll move it right up to the back door. Outlaws need something here as we hit the 9-minute mark. St. John, that one rings off the pipe. Loose ball, not able to hold on to it was Haig. And they'll send it back up, and a chance now for the Bears. They'll waste no time. That one off the crossbar, off the rafters. And it'll stay right here. Fresh 30 for the Bears. Gillespie had a chance. Veltman, though. Imagine Veltman picking up a loose ball. We've heard that before for a number of years. This, of course, second time around. That sidearm missing the mark. Diving and a good opportunity by Gilmore, but he wasn't able to do a whole lot with it as he took a hard hit. And possession out to the Bears. D'Amico, job well done. They'll swing it over, and it's Burning. Gets it to Lane Smith, and he's on fire right now as Smith picks up his third of the game and ups the lead now to 7-2 for the Bears. And they just keep right on coming. You're not sure if they're going to set things up and be deliberative. They're just going to attack right away, and a good job of keeping the Outlaws guessing as they increase their lead to the largest of the game, 5. This, of course, the first of 2 here. Our second game will feature the Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers. First look we'll get of each of those 2 teams as the regular season here, week 1 underway. Ducking in, 1-2, and off the crossbar. So the Outlaws have just been a little unlucky. Simons with a golden opportunity, and back the other way come the Bears. And they look in 5-hole, and on a great save there as Jackson Brown. You look at the scoreboard, you think, boy, he's had a tough first half, but he's been outstanding. As has Martin at the other end, and it's just 2 good goaltenders. That shot, ill-advised. Extra, too much bounce on it. St. John does a great job of almost keeping that over. But, boy, the little things that he does invaluable to his team. That's why he's one of the foundational leaders. Give and go, gone and went. Rebound, Lane Smith. He's got an opening, dumps it over. Quick stick finish, and it's in the back of the net. So Dylan Gillespie picks up his first of the season. Give Lane Smith the helper and give the Bears an 8-2 lead with 7:17 to go here in the second quarter. This game doesn't take too long. It's a game of runs, a game of momentum. And as quickly as things go one way, they can go another. But I tell you, the Outlaws with 3 either crossbar or post misses in the last 5 minutes of this quarter has certainly changed the complexion. If those go in, different stories. So see here as they go back to work on offense. Angus routing. He'll remain out there. St. John has 2 on him. They'll dump it back over and work that right side. Bergsma not able to connect as Howrleck not able to corral it cleanly. Transition laid out nicely. And a good job defensively as Nolan, great hustle to get back. Outlaws now back in the offensive end. Backdoor Atwood. 6.5 to go. Wide open, beauty fake, but too many. Goes for the dunk around. That was a sweet goal right there by Gareth Haig. So they finally slow the roll and get one here as Haig does a good job. I thought he may have been 1, 2, 3 fakes too many as he used about 6. But coming back around with the dunk from behind the net, impressive in itself, and it's an 8-3 game. That move, of course, part of the evolution of box lacrosse. That and being able to go airborne has certainly increased the entertainment value. Certainly doesn't do a whole lot for the goaltenders, as that sure makes their life a little more difficult and doesn't help the officials either. But boy, If you got a guy that can do it, what a weapon. Bears work it, knocked down. Veltman with the scoop. He'll move it up into the offensive end. Chris Veltman with a defender on him, loses it, but gets some help from his friends. And they'll set it up now. We're under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. St. John looking for a screen. And that one right in the stick, but St. John swipes it back. Still has it. Flip back 10. Wide open Atwood. Stopped though. Point blank. And what an opportunity for the Outlaws. That's going to take us to our next official's timeout. Set to go after our official's timeout. Outlaws seem to trying to pick up a little momentum here as they stopped the 4-goal run by the Bears. Expect the Ohsweken to come right back like they have been. And they'll kick it back out. Gillespie swings it over. They'll work the right side. Lane Smith. Work it in. Airborne Lane Smith. Looking like a youngster out there. And I think they're going to check, double check, and we'll see. It is a good goal. So Lane Smith with his 4th of this opening half answers back. And, boy, he's pulled a few out of his bag of tricks, to say the least. So just a good job of ball movement, and Lane Smith outstanding as he specializes in putting that ball in the back of the net. So the Bears answer, lead this one 9-3 with 5:25 to go here in this second quarter. So a tough opening schedule when you look at Oshawa. They've got to make this long trek here to Six Nations, as does the Whitby Steelhawks. So not quite sure who you're going to complain to about making the schedule, but that's the way things go. Someone's got to go on the road sometime. So the Bears now with possession. Outlaws looking for a stop here. So just clarifying, and appreciate the efforts to get us the right rosters. Of course, things ever changing in week 1, so we apologize for that, but we make our mistakes only one time. Veltman now will look to move it up, and his pass to Atwood. He'll set it up half boards right side, kick it. They'll swing it around. St. John on the left. So if you're wondering, missing the likes of a Luke Lazarus as a quick stick finish, but not able to find that through by St. John. They corral the rebound. That, of course, a big offensive weapon that the Outlaws had in previous years. Not the case this time around. So more on the shoulders of St. John as that ball lifted up into the corner. Not quite sure where Snow was trying to get it. Nolan seems to be in the middle of everything as he is anchoring the defense for these Outlaws, and a whole lot going on in that corner. Some good sportsmanship there. Possession will go to the Bears as they will work a fresh clock. Kent Baker print up out there. So that's who's wearing number 28. Dan Kanowski wearing 55, and Tyler Kalaka will be sporting number 9. So my apologies if at any point in time I may have labeled you wrong. I've got it right now. Haig will stop, set things up. They'll work it back over to the top and around. Good ball movement by the Outlaws, looking for an opening. Bears keeping it tight and compact. Swing it over. Bergsma, quick shot wide of the mark. That rebound takes a funny hop, different spin, scooped up. Here come the Bears. They don't have numbers. Look for that back door, though. They always do, as Ryan Johnson will set up shop here. He'll retreat, and they'll work it over to Lane Smith. Smith sends it back. That bullet right on by Burning. And good job on the bouncing outlet, and not quite sure, but Manderville got tripped up. And that's going to be a little too hands-on. Possession back to the Bears as we inch toward the 3-minute mark here in this first half. Dumping it down low, working it tight. Another good save there from Jackson Brown, as he has been tested over and over again in this opening 30 minutes. And now Manderville will leg it up. St. John. Outlaws could use at least one before this half, but of course that means not giving one. Atwood finds the mark. So his first goal as an Outlaw comes courtesy a St. John's pass. We've certainly said that many times before, and it's a 9-4 game. Anytime you can get that ball to the likes of Chris Atwood in that vicinity, he's going to find the mark a majority of the time, and didn't have to really put a whole lot on it, just had to put it in the right place, and that was a good bounce shot that found the back of the net. 2:33 to go here in the second, and off the draw again. Whole lot going on. And that's going to be possession to the Outlaws. So Oshawa with a chance here to creep a little closer before this half comes to an end. And they'll work it on that left side. Kick it back over. Bergsma working one-on-one. Bergsma goes down, changes the angle. Too much bounce. St. John gets it. 15 on the shot clock. Back to Bergsma. Dumps it down low. Dunk try! Almost found the mark as it's wide. Picked up, though, with 6 on the shot clock. Outlaws going to have to hurry. Tried to go behind the net. Can't connect on the pass. And possession now going back to the Bears. We're under the 2-minute mark. Beaver swinging around. Bears looking to answer. Leading this one 9-4. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Good defense by Manderville. Kick over to the right side. Stepping into one. Good shoulder save. And that's going to be a back-in call as Aiden Saint took a cross-check while tiptoeing across. Beaver! Inside beauty pass, but not able to corral that cleanly. Crease the call. And now it's Saint and the Outlaws. Saint, good job to get it in the offensive end in a hurry. And he'll send it down behind the net. Harlech. He'll kick it back out. They'll wait for the rest of the offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Simons swings it over. Harlech. Kick over St. John. 5 on the shot clock. Looking inside. Atwood finds the mark one more time. St. John to Atwood. It's a 9-5 game. Second of the game for Atwood. Second time he's been fed nicely by St. John. And the master facilitator doing his thing with 57.2 seconds to go here. Opening half. And again, Outlaws clawing their way back in it. Talk about momentum changes in a game of runs. 9-5 the score here. And again, a good battle off the draw. Bears are going to pick up possession. And they'll move it up. Nikowski will work it over. And it's Snow. Half boards, 40 seconds to go in the half. Burning, looking inside. Quick shot there from Jackson Martin. Couldn't find the mark. Hands on, fresh clock though for the Bears. So a 2-second differential between the shot clock, game clock, and timeout called by Ron Henry and the Ohsweken Bears. .4 seconds on the game clock, 26 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears here, leading this one by 4, led by as many as 6. And the Outlaws have put together back-to-back goals, St. John to Atwood, to get back in this one here. Bears are going to try and, of course, capitalize before the end of the half. Waylon Abrams, he will be playing the safety, and they'll work it around the horn, let the shot clock wind down. 15 on the shot clock. Making a move is Jackson Martin, and a good job defensively for the Outlaws. They'll call timeout now with 10.7 seconds left in this quarter. So set to go here with 10.7 seconds to go. Net empty for Oshawa. Trailing by 4, they're going to try to work it up into the offensive end. St. John is going to quarterback this, looking for a late one here to close the gap. He's going to work it over the timeline. They're going to go right to the attack. St. John on the curl around. Atwood, dump it down low, not able to connect. Ball's good. A chance here for the Ohsweken, and wide of the mark. So play almost backfired, no damage done. 30 minutes in the books. It's a 9-5 game. We'll be back with the third. Locked and loaded for quarter number 3. It's a 9-5 game in favor of the home side, Ohsweken Bears, as they lead the Oshawa Outlaws. Outlaws with a flurry of a couple of goals to get back in this. After being stymied early on, Bears went on a 5-goal run to take a commanding lead, but so it's going to be vital here that both these two teams get off to a good start here in this third quarter. Off the draw, and it has been a challenge for both combatants, and possession in the third. First one goes to the Outlaws and Chris Veltman. Veltman will hang on to it, look for someone to work it to, and he'll find Simons. Simons one-on-one, looking to try to make a move, but the defense is tight. Going to be a penalty, though. So tight is just too tight. Chance here, 9 in shot clock. St. John picks the corner. John St. John, how you like me now? So striking early are the Outlaws. St. John with his second of the game. This time he is the recipient. And it's a 9-6 game. That took all but 32 seconds. Delayed penalty will be nullified. And I'm sure the Outlaws would trade that for the goal anytime. So 9-6 game. If you blink, you missed it. So the Outlaws off to a good start here. McIntosh and Hay have been battling in that circle throughout. This time again it goes, and a chance here for the Outlaws to respond again. Big save there made by Chase Martin. So Martin closed the door. Outlaws fish it out. Another chance. Bounce shot wide of the mark. So a chance for Gareth Haig. So Gareth and Ryan, of course, brothers, and a little gimpy is Gareth as he's going to slowly make his way to the bench. St. John, 15 on the shot clock, looking for an opening, bounces out, swinging over. Quick shot, that's wide of the mark. Outlaws are going to corral the rebound, 8 on the shot clock. Quick shot on, almost slipped through the wickets, but wide of the mark, and the Bears dodge a bullet there. And moving it up is Katowski. Beaver. First offensive possession of this third. Lane Smith will filter out late. Fake the shot. Move in. Overhand. Wide of the mark. Rebound. Picked up. No reset. 8 on the shot clock. Martin. Quick shot. And it's Lane Smith. Right out of his bag of tricks. I tell you, he's got one. That's his 5th of the game. So I don't know how you would diagram that. Not quite sure how you would put that in your playbook, but Lane Smith sort of making it up as he goes along. But that shovel backhand of his, that's the second time he's parked a nifty one. And once again, leading all scorers with his 5th goal of the game. It's 10-6 for the Bears. Tell you, new league, new season. Guys got new flow. They've got some extensions in their hair, looking young. Boy, oh boy. More things change, the more they stay the same. Atwood working the half board, so the Bears answer back. And it's Atwood now on the dump off. Give and go, quick shot, doesn't get through. Outlaws looking for that loose ball. Bears battling, 2-on-1. And they'll come up with it. A good job by D'Amico to get it, and he'll loft it up. Here come Ohsweken. Just a reminder, game 2, of course, the Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers. Their first regular season game, and a good shot looking to go through the wickets. Waylon Abrams, that's stopped, though, by Jackson Brown, and here come the Outlaws. Veltman, kick it back out, St. John. St. John gets a screen, works in closer. That one goes off an Oshawa player. That is the case, and I think the officials are going to get together. Not sure if it went off a defender or his own player and out of play. And I think a good job by the officials without a video replay. Not quite sure it's going to be conclusive. So a good job there. And we'll have a draw ball at center. Just over 12 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 4-goal lead for the Bears. Outlaws struck first here in the third. Bears answered quickly. So both teams on track. Netminders still standing tall for both squads. That's going to be a violation. Possession's going to go to the Bears. Early movement. And you can see that Josh Tagore asking official Seb Bedoin, what exactly did I do? And he said, you moved too quick. Bears now trying to turn that corner. Dump off. Good defensive rotation by the Outlaws. They'll get it, and a quick outlet pass to Nolan. Nolan will tiptoe over the timeline, wait for the rest of the offensive troops. Outlaws will set it up. Simons, kick it back out. They'll work at St. John half boards. 1-on-1. He's going to try to turn that corner. Lets that underhand go, and a good save made as that shot again right on. And back come the Bears. Costello. He'll retreat, and it's Lane Smith. He's had the Midas touch here in this game. That pass, though, not able to connect. Outlaws now will bring it back the other way. Mancini, Atwood. Atwood's pass picked off. On the move is Heron Snow. Snow waiting for some help. Dumps it off. Kane Kettle. Good job getting back. Transition defense by the Outlaws. Plenty of time on the shot clock. That shot well wide of the mark. Lucas Beaver, the carom. Beaver's shot steered aside. Fresh clock as he gobbles up that loose ball. And they'll reset. Down low, quick stick finish. So a good job as Lucas Beaver using that extra eye to find a trailer out of the bench. And it's an 11-6 game. Kent Baker Printoff picking up his first. And a big one here. Extends the lead with 10:45 to go here in this third quarter. Outlaws with possession here off the draw. Sometimes you have to corral the rowdy crowd out here in the Arenalacrosseleague as they can get a little out of hand. So good that security stepped in. And in the meantime, between time, the Bears now countering the other way. They have numbers 3-on-2. Outlaws got to hurry. Good hesitation move. Bergsma does a good job defensively. And he, of course, an offensive player as he's out there, and a good job by the veteran to pick up the slack, do what your team needs. Plenty of time on the shot clock, working half boards now right side. Jackson Martin looking for a man. A whole lot going on in there with Abrams. Ball loose 5 on the shot clock, and 2 hands on is going to give possession now to the Outlaws, and that's going to be an excellent call by the crew chief, Kyle Coulter. And to the penalty box goes Waylon Abrams. And he's still John. He better watch you get another one. So good piece of officiating, as there was just too much extra. And second power play opportunity of the game for the Outlaws comes with 9:43 to go here in this third. So Jake Gilmore out there with Atwood, St. John, and Bergsma. So Bergsma logging a lot of time here. Good to see the veteran back, and skip pass over. Bergsma will take it. Another no look on the curl up, bounce shot, stop. So well executed, just not able to finish. And in transition, here comes Katowski. Katowski's going to go for a run as Manderville all over him. Minute 25 to go in the penalty. Nolan will get that ball off the boards, and the Outlaws now will reset here with 1:15 to go here in the power play. Same unit, Atwood out there with Bergsma, St. John, Gilmore, and they'll work that side. St. John, no look. Atwood shot, bounce right on. Another good save, quick outlet pass. Looking to run under it is Snow. Good job by Tagore to chase him down. Lane Smith, quick shot, stop. So for the first time in a long time, something that Lane Smith has touched doesn't find the back of the net. And a big hold here with 40 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Outlaws. Bergsma, he'll survey the situation. They'll kick it back out, and going to have to hustle over to St. John. He'll let it go, and Beebe in the top corner. It's an 11-7 game. So John St. John with his third goal of this game comes courtesy the power play. And with 8:09 to go, deficit is back to 4. Just a good job, St. John, of getting open and opening a passing lane. Looked like they were in a bit of trouble up high, but of course you go to your veteran to bail you out, and no one better than John St. John off the draw. Good job there by Jake Morris. He'll hustle his way to the bench, and sometimes those seem like little things, but boy, the quicker you get off, the quicker your offense gets on. Outlaws extending the defense. And it's tight, curling around. That one wide of the mark. Chris Veltman mixing it up, and going to be a delayed penalty, and I think it's going to go to Veltman, as he certainly made his presence felt. And just one door opening up, so it is Veltman. So the Bears will get their second power play opportunity of the game. They're 1 for 1. Going into the last power play, Outlaws 0 for 1 and had given up a shorthanded marker. This time around, Bears trying to add to their efficiency rating. Smith at the top, and out there working, and not sure what the stoppage is here. So they'll restart. 22 seconds on the shot clock, and they'll reset it right to 30. And they'll work it Beaver on that left side, go around the horn. So Bears looking to answer. The Outlaws answer. And they'll move in. Inside, Beaver's shot takes a hard hit right on. And almost a theft by Lane Smith. Instead, Manderville going to try to battle his way through, gets it over the timeline. He's going to go for a run. All over him is Abrams, and he does a great job, get it to the half boards. Outlaws looking to burn some clock. Minute 22 to go in the man short. And a chance here, short-handed, right on, but another big save made there by Chase Martin on a golden opportunity for Alex Simons. Wasn't able to pick up his second of the game. Smith now. With just over a minute to go in the power play, they'll work it around. That shot overhand, knocked down by Nolan. Nolan played everything defensively, even netminder as it gets kicked back out. No look pass, almost quick stick finish, no connection, picked up, and here comes Nolan. I tell you, outstanding work in this part of this game for Nolan, as defensively he has been the foundation. Bergsma, little shake and bake, but it didn't bake. Couldn't get open. Nolan's going to kill some clock here. 30 seconds to go in the penalty. 8 on the shot clock. They'll pass Nolan off, and you can bet the Bears will try to stop a shot, but that gets right off the helmet of Martin, and possession now the Bears. Dying seconds now of the power play. Lane Smith will hold on to it. No look pass zipped across, and no one was expecting that one. Least of all, Baker Printup. Outlaws having a hard time getting it out of their end, and they can't. And with 5.5 to go, not sure if we're going to have penalties here or officials timeout or what the call is. It looks like we'll go with our officials timeout. We'll be back. Set to go here after our officials timeout. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Bears holding on to an 11-7 lead. They have possession now, working around the horn. Both teams back to full strength. Defensively, they've been strong. It's been the transition game that has been the difference. Lane Smith on a curl. Sidearm bullet stopped. Ball loose, and it's picked up, and it's Tagore. I stand corrected. It's Haig. And he goes to the bounce. That goes off the post and out of play. So that's going to remain right here. Possession to the Outlaws with just over 5 minutes to go. So like I said, transition has been the difference here in this game. 5-on-5 offensively. Both defenses have been strong. The goaltending strong as well. Another chance here. What a save! Great job on the shoulder. Wide open net, bounce shot finish. Atwood again. 77 with his third of the game. Welcome to Oshawa, and it's 11-8. So going to be interesting to see how well Atwood fits in throughout this season, but when you have a facilitator like St. John and some of the other guys on this Outlaw squad, you figure that it's a good piece to the puzzle, and I don't want to pat Joe Hiltz on the back quite yet. We'll see how it works out, but knowing what your team needs is certainly a big part, and like I said before in the Arenalacrosseleague, every week is changing. Every week is a new challenge. Already over 100 players have entered or been signed to an NLL roster, so this is certainly the league to be at if you have any aspirations, if you just want to play at the highest level. Up with the exception of the National Lacrosse League, then this is the place to be. Another good save made by Martin, and it's Snow now in transition to the Beaver sizes it up, skip pass. Snow got in the way of that as he was clearly looking for Gillespie. Beaver threw a screen, and a good save made there by Jackson Brown. Had to be aware. And the Outlaws, with a firm hold, will get it over the timeline, and it's Bergsma. 3:40 to go here in the third. Getting a step, taking it strong, and it's Haig. Good to see Gareth back out there as he takes a hard hit and slow to get up. Make his way to the bench. In the meantime, top corner, Dalen Burning for his second of this game. So transition goal again for the Bears as they utilize their speed on a good outlet. And they now restore that cushion now, leading this one 11-9. Could be 12-9, as you know. Sometimes my counter is way off. So I got the recording of 12-8. So now that's not official, but and that is it. Now it is official because that is the clarification on the board. Lucky to have someone with a good counter here. In the meantime, St. John from point blank stopped and putting the shoulder down and ducking in was Chadwick. He'll work it up. Bears with a chance. They go to the attack. That one's knocked down. Good job defensively by Nick Webb. And Outlaws now. Bounce past Nolan. And he'll look to put on the Jets. Get it over the timeline. He does. 3-on-2. Outlaws. Send over. Back. No tick. Had to tick an attack, but left the toe out. And Bears now will counter the other way. So maybe one pass too many in transition for the Outlaws. But again, first game of the season, got to give these teams some time to gel. Smith looking inside, ill-advised pass as he was looking for Gillespie posting up, and that pass zipped in on the money by Jackson Brown as he hits Tyler Grandel in stride. St. John, he'll work it half boards, kick it back out Atwood. Atwood, skip pass again back to the left. Gilmore, he'll loft that up. Had his stick checked and the ball late. Good job by St. John to knock it away as he again hawking that, but that'll be a shot clock violation. Possession to Ohsweken. Snow, he'll leg it over the timeline. Minute 40 to go here in the third. 12-8 to score. That one will go off Veltman's helmet and stay right here. Fresh clock for the Bears. And they'll go to work on offense. Kaladka in traffic. That one gets knocked free. Outlaws do a good job to hold steady on D, and now they just got to get over the timeline, and it's Nolan. Been a mainstay. Bergsma. They'll set things up now with Ryan Hay. Alex Simons has had himself a good game. Goes into traffic. Ill-advised move there. And a delayed penalty coming to the Outlaws. As that inside-out shot attempt is blocked. So too many on the floor is the call. And it looks like the Bears will get their third power play opportunity of this game. They're 1 for 2. And that is the call from crew chief Kyle Coulter. Adam Haralick will serve the penalty. So an opportunity here for the Bears to increase their cushion. 53 seconds left here in this third quarter. Smith quarterbacking at the top. Beaver on the interchange on that left side. No look pass. Beaver tried a quick sidearm finish and battling in there. Good job by Nick Webb. They're going to work some clock. 35 seconds left. 8 on the shot clock. Ball still loose. Shot clock winding down. Outlaws, and Mr. Veltman comes away with it, scooped that. And Outlaws now with a minute 25 to go in the penalty, but just 15 seconds left here in the third. They'll hold it and look for a shorthanded opportunity before the dying seconds end. Shot clock off. St. John bounces off one, has it knocked away. Here come the Bears. They'll flip it up quick in a hurry. Katowski's shot from way out wide of the mark, and 3/4 done. 12-8, favor of the Bears. We'll be back. So locked and loaded as we head to the final 15 minutes here with the Ohsweken Bears leading the Oshawa Outlaws 12-8. A minute and 6 seconds left in the too many men penalty for the Outlaws. So the Bears will start this fourth quarter off with the man advantage and a chance here to add to their 4-goal lead. You can control a lot of things in the booth, but the peanut gallery you can't. So unfortunately they come with the territory. So we'll have to roll on with that. St. John looking to kill some time. Curls on a check. Bounces off two, loses it, gets it back. Quick shot on the mark, and ball loose again. St. John wreaking some havoc. Bears finally collected. It's hair and snow. Snow. So 28 seconds left in this power play. And Lane Smith will work with Lucas Beaver. Out there with Baker Printup. Working that right side. That pass from Printup. 4 on the shot clock, and let it go. No look, and that's a beauty pass and an even better finish as Dalen Burning is tearing it up today, his third of the game. Second power play marker for the Bears. That in the dying seconds, and just a good pass. The composure to know the shot clock winding down, to know you have one more pass to make, and even better than the pass was Burning threading the needle in that short side to find the mark. It's a 13-8 game. Off the draw, flipped up. Haig's going to run under it with a chance here. Wrong stick side, goes to the left. Tries that shovel, but it's an easy save made there from Martin. And now Lucas Beaver will trot over the timeline. The Beav with the hesitation move. Puts on a little jet of speed. Can't shed a defender. Kicks it back out. They'll swing it around Lane Smith left side. Smith. Let's go the overhand. That goes off the post. Ring around. He'll collect his own rebound for a fresh 30. Dump it down in the corner. They'll reset the offense. Kick it over to the right side. Gillespie. Shot right on. Save made by Brown, and he'll loft it up to Tagore. There's going to be a battle there for it. Tagore will win that battle. Looking for some help from his friends. Good effort by Tagore to get possession. Outlaws now go to work with 13 minutes to go here in the fourth. St. John. Atwood, that's his spot. Atwood lets it go on the mark. Stop. Not even sure that may have gotten through, may have gotten knocked down by a defender. I don't think there's any defender in the league purposely going to step in front of an Atwood shot. So, but I'm sure appreciated by any netminder. That one almost trickles over the line, but good job by Brown. And an outlet pass lofted up, playing to Karam, and it's scooped up. Bears will take no time at all, and there's just too many on the floor for Ohsweken. And you look over at the coaching staff, you see Ron Henry. I mean, no offense, Mouser, but you're looking a little guilty over there. So in the box, they'll send someone. Oshawa will go to their third power play of the game. That with 12:31 to go here in the fourth. So Outlaws, and there is still plenty of time to go, but going to have to start chipping away. And one here would go a long way to helping that cause. Going to have to put together a bit of a run. St. John, Atwood at the top. They'll work that on the interchange. Kick it back out, St. John. That shot inside, right on the mark, though. So Atwood in a good spot, didn't have a whole lot of time. And an easy save there for Chase Martin. And it'll be Nikowski that'll set up, give way to Snow. Snow now on the half boards. He'll look to burn some clock. Clock on the side of the Bears here in the fourth, as they have the 5-goal lead. So a dump off in the corner, 30 seconds killed. Good job by the man short unit. And Veltman now will send away his team with just over a minute left in the power play. Same unit out there, St. John. Bergsma will filter out on that right side. And St. John will gap that. Atwood. His pass gets knocked down, and a chance here on a good defense. 2-on-1. Snow working with Kettle. Kettle can't hold on to it. Gets his own rebound, though. And they'll be more concerned about the clock now than they will about adding to the tally. 35 seconds left in the man short. McIntosh will send it down. Snow, one-on-one, quick shot. Save made, and Atwood will pick it up. Send it to Tagore, and they'll work it up. And it's St. John now. 10 seconds left. Chance here, overhand. That one stopped. So Simons again with another opportunity as the Bears give it right back. Merry Christmas. Dying seconds. Penalty over. Team's back to full strength. St. John. He'll work the half boards. That's his office, his spot. Look for the screen. No look. Sends it over. Bergsma advances. Dumps it back in. Simons moving in closer. Big shoulder save as you saw Chase Martin open up, spread the wings, and protect the top corners. Ball loose. It gets knocked away, and that's going to be Outlaws ball. Inadvertent whistle. And they'll set up, look down low, quick shot, and another big save. So a chance for Ryan Haig. In close quarters, couldn't capitalize. Simons, good job. Haig again. This time he does. Great job changing the angle. Instead of going up, went to the bounce shot. And it's a 13-9 game. So both Haig brothers have gotten on the score sheet here in their first Arenalacrosseleague games. Good to see as they're welcome additions. And a big goal for the Outlaws. Keeps them alive with 9:50 to go here in the fourth. Off the draw, Manderville was on the run. Lane Smith almost scooped that up, but he couldn't. Manderville recovers. Tough pass on the short hop, but a good job to corral that by Gareth Haig. He'll hold on to it, wait for the rest of the offense. Too much on that screen and roll, and return the favor back the other way. That pass aired out, and here come the Bears, looking to lean in. Chadwick, he'll pull it back out. Send it over to the Beav. Lucas Beaver trying to shed Tagore. That's a tough shed. He's fast. No-look pass on the cut. Couldn't connect. Good defense by the Outlaws. And they'll move it up. Good dump off down low. Atwood rings it off the post. Rebound picked up, and not sure if Strocher should have taken another step. Should have taken it from there. Bears countering the other way. Transition. That shot steered aside. Another good save there from Jackson Brown. Ball loose on the double team, and a good job just to move it ahead. Bears, though, are going to be the recipients, and not quite sure. Didn't realize there was a reset as it shoveled into the gondola, and possession to the Outlaws. Creeping in toward the 8.5-minute mark. Outlaws looking to pull closer, trailing by 4. Atwood to St. John. He'll play it off the board. St. John has some room. He's going to try to roll on Snow. Snow does a good recovery, gets a late stick check, and possession back to the Bears. Good job of legging that over the timeline, and a hit from Nolan. Nikowski looking for some help. Kicks it all the way back out. That shot from way out, that's steered aside. So a fresh 30 for the Bears as Snow has it, and he'll move it over. Lane Smith out of the back door. Has a handle. Kicks it back over. Jackson Martin. Tough angle. He'll go behind the net. It's the Beav with the shovel. Almost picked that corner. On the move. Here comes Oshawa. 7.5 to go. Out of the back door. Good connection on that pass, and in most places they call that an assault. Here we call it holding, and it'll be 2 minutes regardless of whatever you call it, and the Outlaws will go to their fourth power play of this game. 1 for 3, and they've given up a shorty. So Jimmy Chadwick, the guilty party. Outlaws here with a chance, and the Bears being extremely generous and leaving the door open here, and Atwood and St. John will go back to work. Bergsma out there as well. As they'll go around the horn, everyone will get a touch. And Atwood, top corner, snipe. Chris Atwood one more time, 77 with his fourth of the game. So 2 power play markers, and boy, you saw. Now Alex Simons may have done some questionable things, but his screen opened the door for Atwood and allowed him enough space to get in there. And as soon as you get Atwood in that dotted half circle, he's money in the bank, and it's a 13-10 game. Off the draw. Bears had it, lost it, and good job by Manderville, as here come the Outlaws now. We're under 7 minutes to go. Oshawa trailing by 3. St. John works the half boards. Haig, I'm not sure who he was zipping that one to, but it was zipped. And the Bears now with numbers, 2-on-1. Lane Smith out the back door. Lane Smith, quick save. Rebound corralled though by the Bears. As Smith, boy, looking for that far corner, and action. Jackson Brown up to the task, and Beaver now. 15 on the shot clock. Beaver, spin move, spin again, kick back out. Smith, no look behind the net, no look. Beaver, wrong stick side, beauty save. Nolan with the rebound, and he'll leg it over the timeline. So a bullet dodged by the Outlaws, and they'll set it up as we're at the 6-minute mark. Backdoor, Atwood underhand. Good save made there. He'll corral his own rebound. They'll work with 30 more. Atwood with a little jump in his step here. Chased. He'll send it over, and Jake Gilmore recovers. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Got to get St. John in it. Probably give him a touch. There he is right there. Kick back out. That shot stopped. Rebound. Another big save. Chase Martin standing tall when he needs to. Under 5.5. Oh, baby, the goaltending has been good in this one. Chance here. Fake, and nothing doing. Pocketed nicely. Waylon Abrams with his first of the game, and it's a big one, 14-10. So, boy, that fate is fickle. One end, plenty of opportunities to close the gap to 2. Instead, an errant bounce and a transition opportunity for the Bears results in a quick goal, and they restore that 4-goal cushion with 5:18 to play. Violation will give possession to the Bears. Almost a delay, teetering on that line. Tagore did everything he could to try to get Kane Kettle on the other side. Instead does a good job, good footwork, and now it's Jackson Martin. Think better of it, he'll curl out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lane Smith. Manderville's marking him. Smith. Oh, he's tricky. Swimming his way, kick it out on the doorstep, and parked there was the big man on the crease, and with 4:48 to go, that's going to take us to our final officials timeout. All set to go after our officials timeout. Net empty at the Oshawa end, 4:48 to go, trailing by 4. So St. John there, and the pressure full court coming courtesy Nikowski, and St. John is going to race up and beat his man and kick it back out. Extra attacker on for the Outlaws. Trying to get something done here, move closer. Dump down low. Diving, far corner. Beauty finish there. So a good job by Jake Gilmore to pick up his first of the game. Where have you been, Mr. Gilmore? And a big one closes the gap now to 14-11. Well, I guess you're going to have to tip your cap to Joe Hiltz and Ryan McMichael and company, as that play designed risky with 4+ minutes to go to pull your goalie, and it results in a big goal to close the gap to 3. Just a good individual effort by Gilmore to stretch out, and again, when you can go airborne. Back in the day, boy, that crease was like a shield. You couldn't even break the plane. And things have opened up. So Oshawa off the draw, big possession here as we are inching toward the 4-minute mark. Simons kicks it back out. Haig swing around. St. John, no look, down on the crease. Atwood, right on target. He'll collect his rebound. 30 more. So a good job. Haig sizing it up, goes to the underhand, right on, and that one stuck to Chase Martin. And now Lucas Beaver, a quick pass. They'll move it up with Nikowski. Burning will dump it off, and they'll swing it around. That quick shot right on target as Waylon Abrams let it rip. Outlaws now again. They will pull their goalie again to try to move a bit closer. We're under 3.5. Manderville. He'll look to dump it off to St. John. Whole lot of hollering going on over there on both benches. St. John. Atwood on the curl. No room. Good job extending the D. Knock down Snow. Chance here in transition. This is where the good and the bad come into play. Snow, discipline, picks the corner. So that's the risk you take. Rewarded last time. And not so much this time with 3:04 to go. It's a 15-11 game. So a lot of fight still left in the dog, but that's a tough one to take. Awfully hard to repeat it twice. Good adjustments made by the defense and the coaching staff of the Bears as they restore that 4-goal buffer. And off the draw, that's going to be a violation. Possession to Ohsweken. Remember, it's the Steelhawks and the Snipers. Follow this one here on week 1, Sunday. On the run, Beavers shot right on. And now it's going to be Veltman to work it up over the timeline. And almost picked off there by Beaver. St. John bounces off the board. He'll curl. No look pass, zipped out. Karam played, and it's Simons. Swing around. Looking to step into one, and that shot probably ill-advised from Rodding. And now the Bears looking to try to kill the final 2 minutes plus here. That underhand finds the mark. So letting that one go and taking no prisoners, Anthony D'Amico, as he steps off the bench and picks up his first of the season. So the Bears have picked up some timely markers when they've needed to. They've answered the bell. The Outlaws certainly shown lots of fight in this one, and a crossbar or a post here or there, and this game could easily be 16-11 on the other side. Bears control off the draw. They'll continue to attack on the run. That overhand well wide of the mark, as McIntosh certainly got a lot on it, but accuracy waning. Atwood out of the back door, steps back, creates some space, kicks it back out, swinging around St. John. Minute 45, that shot right on, stopped by Martin. And his outlet pass, and Kane Kettle will tiptoe over the timeline again. Time on the side of the Bears, looking for their first win of the season here. And trying to do the dunk behind the net on the crease dive, but toes were on the white line. Good call by official Kyle Coulter, as he was right in perfect position for that. Outlaws now will look just to try and work something close. This is where you take stock as Gilmore of what you have. It's your first look at your team this season and what you might need, who may work well with whom, and that's part of the feeling out process here as we move along. This, of course, the first of 14 weeks of the regular season of the Arenalacrosseleague, and then it's the playoffs. So we've got a long way to go before then, as Beaver, as we are into the final minute, 45 seconds left. 16-11, Bears are going to bring this one home, and they're going to up their record to 1-0. And Oshawa is going to call a timeout with 35.6 seconds left here in this game. So the question may be, why would you call a timeout? You're down 5 here in the dying seconds. Well, because it's a work in progress for both teams, and a chance here, at least for Joe Hiltz and company, to try and execute with the net empty. Something you practice, you'll need it down the stretch. On the curl, Atwood, wrong stick side, doesn't matter, he'll get it right on. Easy save and an outlet. So a break here, we'll see what the Bears do, and it'll be an easy finish by Chadwick. And that will put the wrapping on things here for this one with 13.4 seconds to go. I do like, though, that coaches continue to coach the entire game, and don't hang your head. You look towards the next one. And that's what the Outlaws will do, as they'll be back in their friendly confines next week. So this one is going to wind down and in the books. So game 3, week 1. It's a good one. It's going to be a 17-11 final for the Ohsweken Bears, and a good showing for Ohsweken. Outstanding work by both squads. That'll do it for us in this game. Stick around. Second half of our doubleheader. Steelhawks, Snipers, when we come back.